Yes, good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the CBSE sample paper standard issued recently. Our question paper is divided into three portions, three parts. That is A, B, C. Section A contains 16, altogether 20 questions, but you have to answer only 16 out of them. And section B also has 20 questions. Out of those, you have to answer only 16 questions. Both are MCQ, direct MCQ based questions. And section C contains two questions. Okay. Actually, there are two questions, two case study based questions. Case study based questions. Okay. In each case study, there are 5 questions, 5 sub questions. Out of those 5 sub questions, you have to answer only 4. Okay, this is the pattern. So in general, we can say there are 50 questions and there are certain internal choices and you have to answer only 40 questions. Okay, so 10 internal choices are there. So that's a freedom to you. Okay, let's go to the questions. The very first question is the ratio of LCM and HCF of least composite and least prime number. First of all, we have to take what is the least composite number. Which one is the least composite number? Least composite number is 4, okay, because it is having composite means it should have at least 3 factors. You can see 4 is divisible by 1, 4 and also 2. Okay, it has at least 3 factors. So 3 or more factors. So it is a composite number. And if you take the other number 1, 1 is the smallest counting number, but 1 has only 1 factor. 2 has 2 factors, 1 and 2. So 2 is a prime number. If it is having exactly 2 factors, it is called prime. 3 is also having 2 factors, it is also a prime. Okay, it's also a prime. But 4 is the first composite number having minimum 3 or more factors. 1 is not counted in prime. It is not counted in prime, not counted in composite as well, because it has only 1 factor. So the smallest or least composite number is 4 and least prime number. Okay, you got it. The least prime number here itself we are seeing it is 2. Okay, the least prime number is 2. What is the LCM of 2 and 4? Okay, here 4 is a multiple of 2, so the LCM is 4. And HCF of 2 and 4, 2 itself is a factor of 4, so HCF is 2. Now we have to find the ratio of these two, okay, LCM and HCF. What is the ratio of LCM and HCF? Of this HCF and LCM, that is LCM first and then HCF, it is 2:1. Okay, this is the first answer. Okay, all of you got it? It is 2:1. Then second question. The value of K for which the lines coincide. Okay. We should know what is the rule of coincidence of two lines. If a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 is the second line. The condition for coincidence, what is the meaning of coincidence? If there is a line over which the second line also falls, that is the meaning of coincidence. In coincidence, every point is a solution. So it is having infinitely many solutions. Since it is having infinitely many solutions, we can write The condition for infinitely many solution is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That means both lines are coincident or having infinitely many solutions. Here, what is the value of A1? A1 is 5. A1 is the coefficient of x in the first equation. A2 means coefficient of x in the second equation, 5 by 15. B1 is the coefficient of y in the first equation, 7 by coefficient of y in the second equation, it is 21 is equal to C1 is constant, which is on the right side. If both constants are on the right side, it's okay. You can take it like that. 3 by k, or you can shift it 3 to the left side, then it will be minus 3, and k to the left side, it will be minus k. Minus minus gets cancelled, and you will get the same 3 by k here also. And on solving, you can see 5 and 15 cancel, it is 1 by 3, 7 and 21 gets cancelled, it is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. So you can take any 1 by 3 with 3 by k and cross multiply, you will get k is equal to 9. K is equal to 9 for which both lines coincide. Okay. So the value of k is 9. Understood? I hope. Okay, look at the third question. A girl walks 200 meter towards east. Okay, first of all, we have to mention the directions here. This is new north, then south, then east and west. Okay, we can remember like this. This is news. Okay, like news, we can take it. So somebody is starting from the center point, we have to take it like this, and the person is going 200 meter towards east. This is 200 meter towards east, and she reaches this point. We have to take starting from A and reaches B. B is in the east direction in comparison to the position A. And from B, that girl is going 150 meter towards north. North is, don't take it like this. From the B, the north is perpendicular. Okay, that distance is 150 meter. Let that ending point be C. What is the distance of the girl from the starting point? What is this distance? It is, we have to find. Yes, it is using Pythagoras theorem. We can solve this. Okay, if you know the Pythagorean triplet, you can directly find, or you can find AC. AC square. AC is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude, because hypotenuse is the longest side. So AB square plus BC square. AB is 200, 200 square plus 150 square. It is not 50, this only. It is 150, okay. It is 150 meter. And square it, 2 square is 4, and if there are 2 zeros, you have to double it to 4 zeros. 15 square is 225, and 1 0 square is double it is 2 zeros. And add it is 625 and 2 zeros. It is AC square, cut the square and put your root. 625's root is 25, and 2 zeros root is 1 0. So this is the distance between the starting and ending point. So she has traveled 250 meter. Okay. So that is the answer for the third question. Okay. Next, we can do the next question. Question number 5. Okay. Yes, before that, there is a question number 4. Okay, listen. There is a rhombus. The diagonals of the rhombus are 24 and 32. Okay. So you can first draw the shape of a rhombus like this. You all know rhombus, all sides are equal. It has 2 diagonals. Okay. In a rhombus, diagonals are perpendicular as well. In between the diagonals, the angle is 90. One diagonal is 24, so it is bisected at the meeting point of the diagonal. So it is 12 and 12. You can take it like this. And here the second diagonal is 32. It is bisected where the diagonals meet, and it is 16 and 16. Using this 16 and 12, we can find what is the side of this rhombus. Okay, using Pythagoras theorem, we can find what is the side of this rhombus. Let it be ABCD or ABCD we can take, and let it be O. Okay, we can find AB using the triangle AOB. You can take this triangle and find it. AB square is equal to AO square plus BO square, because AB is the hypotenuse. It is 16 square plus 12 square. Okay, 16 square is 256 and this is 144. It is 400. AB square is 400. Cut the square and put your root. It is 20. Okay, the side of the rhombus is 20. Okay, every side is 20 because in a rhombus all sides are equal. The question is, what is the length of the altitude of the rhombus? Okay, how do we find the length of the altitude? I will draw the rhombus in a second view. It is like this. In a rhombus, all sides are equal, and each side is 20, 20, 20. And we have to find what is the length of the altitude. Okay, this altitude you have to find. To find this altitude, we can compare two formulas of areas of rhombus. The area of rhombus has two formulas. If you compare them, it will be easy for us. One formula of area of rhombus is half into d1 into d2. That is half the product of diagonals. The second formula is base into height. The base of this rhombus is 20 and height we have to find out. What is its height? This is the general formula of every parallelogram. This rhombus is also a type of parallelogram. So we can find half into what is the length of the first diagonal fully. The length of the first diagonal fully is, it is given in the question, it is 24. And the second diagonal full length is 32. It is also given in the question, it is 32. Is equal to the base. Base means the full length side of a rhombus. It is 20 and height we don't. We can cut 2 and any 24 or 32, anything you can cut. It is 16. I cut 32. So 24 into 16 divided by 20. You shift this 20 to the left side. Then divided by 20 is h. Cancel by 2, it is 10 and this is 12. 12 into 16, it is 192. Okay, 192 by 10 is h. Okay. Then it is 19.2 centimeter is the altitude of the rhombus. Okay, let's check if the answer is there or not. Yes, it is there. This is 19.2 centimeter. Okay, maybe there are other methods as well. Yes. Okay, go to the next question. Question number 5. A fair die is two fair coins are tossed. There are two coins tossed. So we should know what is the sample space when you throw two coins. When you throw two coins, you may get both are head or both are tail. You may get, okay. Or first is head, second may be tail, or first is tail, second is head. These are the possible outcomes when we throw two coins together. What is the probability of getting at most one head? What is the meaning of at most one head? At most one head. Okay. At most one head. At most means maximum one head. It cannot cross beyond one head. It means it can be one head or less than this one. One head is the maximum. It cannot cross, it cannot go beyond one head. It cannot go to two head. It can have maximum one head or less than that, or zero head also we have to count. Okay, one head, in how many outcomes? You can see one head you can see here. This is one head. Okay, you can write here. This is one head. Here also you can see one head. And zero head also you have to count. This is zero head. So total 3 outcomes are in our favor. So out of total 4 outcomes, 3 of them are in the favor of at most one head. So 3 by 4 is the probability. Okay, you can see it is 3 by 4. Okay. Next question. Where is it? Question number 6. There are 2 triangles which are similar to each other. It is we can draw the triangle. One is triangle ABC, and its similar triangle is there. We have to draw the second triangle. Make it little bigger than this, so that we won't get confused between similarity and congruency. Look at the correspondence. A is matching to P, so A is in the vertical position, so you mark P on the vertical position. B is mapping to Q, B is on the left corner, so you mark here this is Q. And C and R are on the right corner, so in that way you mark it. AM and PN are altitudes. There is an altitude, it is AM. The other altitude is PN. In the corresponding altitude in the second triangle is PN. And it is also mentioned AB square is 2. AB square is 2. PQ square is equal to 4 is to 9. Okay, it is given. Okay, and we have to find the ratio of corresponding AM and PN. AM and PN are the altitudes. And we already studied if 2 triangles are similar, the ratio of corresponding altitudes, that means AM by PN is same as ratio of corresponding sides, ratio of any corresponding sides, but I take AB and PQ because their ratio square is given as 4 is to 9. We can take the ratio of BC and QR as well, but we are not taking, and I take AB by PQ. The triangles are similar, so ratio of corresponding altitudes is equal to ratio of corresponding sides. And I take the side AB and PQ because its value, the ratio of squares of the corresponding sides is 4 is to 9. So AM by PN we have to find. And what is AB by PQ? AB square by PQ square is 4 is to 9. So AB is to PQ is the root of this. So you can cut the square and put your root. The root of this is 2 is to 3. So AB by PQ is 2 is to 3. The same ratio is there for the altitudes as well. So it is 2 is to 3. Okay, the answer is 2 is to 3. Okay. Next question. Question number 7. If 7, question number 7, if 2 sine square beta minus cos square beta is equal to 2, okay, and we have to find the value of beta, okay. There are many ways. By trial and error also you can do. Put 0 in the place of beta in both of them. You can do it like that also. In MCQ there is a benefit. You can do it by trial and error. And if you are putting beta's place 0 degree, you know what is sine 0? Sine 0 is 0, 0 into 2 is 0, minus cos 0 is 1, 1 square is 1, But 0 minus 1 is minus 1. We are not getting the answer is equal to 2. So this is not the correct option. Beta is 0 is not the correct option. Now you can try with 90 and try this. Beta is 90. So what is the value of sine 90? Sine 90 is 1. So 1 square is 1 into 2. It is 2 minus cos 90 is 0. 0 square is 0 and the answer is 2. So you are getting left side and right side are equal for the angle 90. Okay, this is one way you can try in all the MCQs by trial and error. You can try. What is the other way? The normal way we are doing is the question is like this. 2 sine square beta minus cos square beta is equal to 2. Normally what we have to do is change to any one ratio, either to sine square or cos square. Both are possible. I am keeping sine square like this. You can change sine square. I am changing cos square. Cos square to sine square. There is an identity. Cos square beta plus sine square beta is 1. So I change cos square to 1 minus sine square beta is equal to 2. 2 sine square beta, open the bracket with minus 1 minus into minus plus sine square beta is equal to 2. Now you shift this minus 1 to right side, it will become 2 plus 1 because minus 1 goes to the right side and it becomes plus 2 plus 1 is 3. And 2 sine square beta plus sine square beta, here is 1 sine square beta, it becomes 3 sine square beta. So sine square beta is equal to 3 by 3. It is 1. Sine square beta is 1. So sine beta is, you can cut the square and put your root. 1's root is 1. For which angle sine is giving 1? Sine is giving 1. For the beta, angle should be 90. Okay. This way also you can do the question. MCQs we can try from the options as well as I have discussed in the first part. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, eighth one. Prime factorization of the denominator of the rational number with the decimal form 44.123. After decimal, it has 3 decimal places. It is not continuing. There is no bar over it. Okay, so it is a terminating decimal. It is a terminating decimal. If it's a terminating decimal, you can also say, you can remove the point and write here 3 decimal places, you can write 3 zeros. If only zeros and 1 are there, the factors of the denominator are only 2 and 5. Because 2 into 5, it is 10, and again, it is actually 10 into 10 into 10, because you can see 3 zeros. Every 10 is 2 into 5, other 10 is also 2 into 5, other 10 is also 2 into 5. So it is a terminating decimal. Having the factors, only 2 factors are there, 2 and 5. Okay, 2 and 5. If it is repeating 1, then it will have other factors as well. If it is terminating, it will have the factors 2 and 5. And it is also told to you if P by Q is in the terminating form, the denominator Q is in the form 2 raised to M into 5 raised to N, where M and N are whole numbers. This is also discussed already in your textbook. Okay, next one. Question number 9. Okay. If you are able to draw, then it is very easy to understand. Question number, this one. Okay. Let me show the number. Question number 9. See it, draw the axis first of all. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Suppose x is equal to a. That means suppose x is 1. What is the meaning of x is equal to 1? X is equal to 1 means a line which is passing through x is equal to 1. This is x is equal to 1. You draw a line through that 1. You draw a line through 1. And that line is parallel to y-axis. This line is parallel to y-axis. What is the why it is called x is equal to 1? You take any point of it. Suppose it is 1 here. This point is 1 1. And if you take this, suppose it is here 2, then it is 1 2. Okay. If it is 3, then it is 1 3. If you look at any point, suppose it is minus 1, here it is 1 minus 3, minus 1. Okay. So everywhere you can see the x coordinate is steady, that is 1. Okay, so it is called x is equal to 1. Okay, this is x is equal to 1. You understood? This line which is parallel to y-axis and passing through x is equal to 1 is called x is equal to 1. And like that, if it is y is equal to 2, for example, I am taking the example 1 and 2. If y is equal to 2, that is a line which is passing through 2 of y-axis and parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. Okay, these are the two lines. And they are intersecting lines. You can see they are intersecting. So that is the answer. A and B I have taken as 1 and 2. You can take any other example as well. Okay. And if the question is like this, if the same question is asked like this in a different way, if it is asked instead of y is equal to 2, it is asked again x is equal to 5. Then there is a line which is passing through x of 5 of x-axis and parallel to y. In this case, both the lines are parallel. Okay, in this case, both the lines are parallel. Understood? Yes. And if the question is like this, y is equal to 1 and y is equal to 3. This you can see in the basic paper, this type of one question is there. If y is equal to 1, it is passing through 1 of y axis and parallel to x axis. Y is equal to 3 means 3 of y axis and parallel to x. Here you can see both the lines are parallel. Here no solution or parallel lines. Okay. So this question is intersecting. Question number 10. Question number 10. The distance of the point minus 5 6 from the origin. Okay, you can draw the coordinate axis. The origin is called 0 0. Okay, its coordinate is 0 0. Okay, it is called origin. From this origin, you take any point. Okay, let it be x y. Let it be A is a point. So what is this distance from this 0 to A? Okay, that is OA. What is OA distance? You already studied how do we find the distance between 2 points. OA is equal to under root x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. But you can see one of the points x and y both are 0. So if you take this second is x2, y2 and the first point is x1, y1 and you try it, this is x, x2 is x minus 0, x minus 0 because x2 is x, x1 is 0 the whole square and here y2 is y minus y1 is 0 the whole square. You will get root of x square. X minus 0 is x only. So x square plus y. So this is a formula to find the distance between a point or distance of a point from the origin. What is the distance of a point from the origin? So no need to take this 0 0. Only take the coordinates of A and then square and add them. Square and add them. That will be the distance between origin and the given point. So the point, the coordinate of the point is minus 5 and 6. You can use this formula and put it here. X is minus 5 the whole square, minus 5 square and y is 6 square. Okay, y is 6 square. Minus 5 square is minus square is plus and 5 square is 25 and 36. It is root of 61 units. Okay, root of 61 units. You can see it here. Okay. And question number 11. If a square is equal to 23 by 25, is a square is equal to 23 by 25, we can find the value of a by cutting the square and putting here root. It is root 23 by 5. Root of 25 is 5. So since it is having a root or a third sign is still there and inside that it's a prime number, it has no whole number as the root. So this is an irrational number. As the root is still there and within the root there is a prime number, it will not have a whole number root. So it's an irrational number. Irrational number by irrational number is always an irrational only. So the answer is irrational. Okay.